Your podium in Toronto felt like a huge day. Just take us through what that was like as you were making that final lap. You crossed the finish line. What was going through your head?
Yeah, the podium in Toronto, that was awesome. At that point, it was 2.5 years or 3 years until I've been on the podium, so that was really big. I mean, we had a shot at the win too, so that was just a crazy day. Didn't know that was going to happen a few months ago because I was the last driver to be announced to drive in the IndyCar series in 2025. Quick turnaround for everybody, but really, really awesome job and highlight of the season.
Was that like what you were thinking about as it was happening? Was just like a validation of probably that frustration, not having that seat or getting it late and then ending up?
Yeah, it's just stuff going right. It's just everything we needed to go right went right. Just a little bit lucky, and we had the pace to make it happen. And it all happened on the right day. So that was really cool, and very pretty trophy too.
Yeah, we were all there, like watching you get it, and watching you at Podium and Kiffin. It was cool to see. Like then you could just see it on your face of just this, like, all right, let's walk.
Yeah, it's one I've been wanting for a long time. So I think it's one of the prettier trophies, one of the more unique ones. Happy to have that one in the collection.
Are you running a big like cabinet of everything?
It's coming together. Haven't put a lot of thought in that for a while. We'll figure that out later. We've got a whole off season coming up.
Before you came to IndyCar, you had a very strong Indy Lights record, finished second overall. It clearly helped you move on to where you are now. Beyond that aspect of it, just simply getting you into IndyCar, like what did you take away from that? What did you really learn from that season, fighting against Oliver?
I think the biggest thing in Indy Lights at that time was it was such a big car compared to what I've run before. USF 2000, Indy Pro 2000, those were just a lot smaller cars compared to the Indy NXT car, which is very similar to the Indy car in size, and basically the tub is almost the same. So just the visuals, everything was so different. I struggled with that at the beginning. It took me a bit of time to understand. But then once I got used to the Indy NXT car, the Indy car felt so easy to drive because it's just a lot better at everything. The brakes are better, the grip is better, the torque is better. So everything's just, it responds a lot better to driver inputs. So driving that harder Indy NXT car really made it easier for me to adjust to an Indy car.
Was there an element then, like on the mental side or like the learning and development side of it, where you're fighting against a guy like Oliver neck and neck the whole season? Like, does that teach you something that maybe not other drivers have because they don't have that rivalry or that competition?
Rivalries make you better. Oliver and I, we've been pushing each other since go-karts, so it's been like that for a while. But also throughout the whole road to Indy, we've been pushing each other to get better. I think I think the pressure we put on each other made both of us a better driver.
Pressure makes diamonds.
There's no better motivator than defeat. So,
yeah. This will be a little bit of a curveball kind of question, but in honor of Taylor Swift's recent engagement.
Yes.
If you look back
Biggest
at your
news.
Exactly. Yeah. If you look back at your career so far, like what's your most defining era, or your favorite?
This one, the one I'm in, the Dale Coyne 2025 era.
Why?
Just kind of rising from the dead. Having kind of a hard time after 2021 when I broke my collarbone. Results haven't totally been there. I haven't had a podium in a while. And this year, I got dropped by ECR after Nashville 2024. And then I just come back with Dale Coyne Racing, basically both of us in the same position, having to, they were second last in the championship, and I got dropped. We needed a redemption year, which we really made happen this year. So I think everything together, it just shaped up to be one of those unexpected villain stories, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I've been having a lot of fun.
Definitely helps with the villain story, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure if it stays, but it's a natural thing.
You then move to IndyCar. You go up and you racing against guys like Romain Grosjean. You beat him and you take your first win. What is that feeling like now for you?
That's great. Still, my first win it's been tattooed on my body, the date. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, it's just your first IndyCar win is your biggest day in your life, outside of being born. So yeah,
I do remember that day. I remember the win.
It's kind of a big day somehow, but
is that one tattooed somewhere?
It's just me.
It's a sleeve.
It's just me in the flesh. So. No, I think the thing about that day winning in Indianapolis was really big. Just everything coming together. Same thing, just strategy and everything worked well. And then on that day, we were the most perfect guys out there.
You made the switch to Dale Coyne this season after Ed Carpenter. It was a very late announcement, which you said before. Like, what has that transition been like for you? What does it do as a driver?
Actually, I have to say it's been a very easy transition. Also because I got that test with Dale in October last year, the hybrid test in Indianapolis. And from then on, I kind of put myself in the 18 car already, mentally. So I've been working towards St. Pete. I've been doing my homework, getting ready for the first race. And I've had 2 different lead engineers this season with Ed Nathman and then Michael Cannon coming in after the 500. We started off great with both of them, and it's been an incredible stretch this year. Great results, a lot of top 10s, and just starting out the season with a top 10 and transferring to the Fast 12 was just showed that even though we didn't develop much in the off season, we perfected the basics that right from the get-go.
It's good. And what about having Jacob as a teammate, like being in this, rookie versus elder or like more experienced driver position? Like, how has that shaped you?
Yeah, it's been really good to have Jacob as a teammate. He, you can see his learning curve throughout the season. Really, I think Mid-Ohio is where he started to really push me, and he's been really good and really wanting to learn. We've got almost 100 races of IndyCar experience. I could just help him with little stuff in the pit box, during pit stops, what to look at. Just little things at a track that I learned the hard way, and I try to make him, just aware of stuff. It's just more reminders than anything.
Yeah. I want to talk about the 500 because we were all there watching the last chance qualifying. Yeah. You seem very stoic with it, but you got a history of first 3-row starts every time you've been there up until that point. What was going through your head in that moment? Yeah, that was tough. That was definitely the low point of the season. Very hard, of course. Also, the position of having to bump your teammate out to make it into the 500.
It sucks, but it was cool while it lasted.
It's kind of we won, but at what cost, right? So very tough. I'm still signing these little Parkside cars that say 3.8 average starting position for the 500, which are kind of old news at this point. So unfortunate. It's kind of a reminder of what was, but no. I feel like even the 500, the race, we moved up to 6th at one point. Unfortunately, had an issue coming into pit lane, but I feel like that's a trend with this team during the season. Even though we don't get a drive for qualifying, we built such a good race car and we nail strategy so well that we always have the shot at top 10, doesn't matter how we qualify. And did you take anything special away from that experience? Obviously, it's not amazing. It doesn't feel good living through that. It feels like shit, I'm sure. But like, did you walk away from that maybe grateful because you've experienced it and you'd learned something about yourself? Or yes, I have. I mean, it's always been a lot of glory at the Speedway for me. Having a roller coaster in 24 though shaped me up a little bit for this season. But I think having to deal with the car that doesn't work the way I want it to at the Speedway, and then really having to turn around things in a hurry has made me a lot better as a driver. I think the hard days are the best for the future than the best days. When you're in that situation, like and you're trying to turn it all around, like what do you do? How do you make that, like to make it real for people who just sit and watch it through the TV? Yeah, I mean, we started Sunday morning, we changed the car and I was screaming on the radio because it was undrivable. And then we just put it in a window where we couldn't change the car back for qualifying. So we just made it work. Unfortunately, we weren't quick, but just quick enough to make it in. But it's just a mindset at that point, you have to lock in. And one good thing about Indy, as long as you're flat 4 laps and you stay smooth, it's kind of a flow you get into. You cannot do more than that for qualifying. All right, I'm going to try this with you, but we've heard you're fast at saying Dutch words. Yes. Backwards, quickly. Yeah, that used to be a kid thing. It's still in there, but I can do it. I'm going to try and say one backwards in Dutch, which I don't speak at all, so bear with me. And we're going to see if you can guess what it is. All right. O2A. Auto. Yeah. Car. Okay. Lens. Snel. Yeah. Quick. Na car. Na car. Race bomb. Oh, I'm probably pronouncing. Race bomb. Yeah, race tire. Okay. Yeah. That was hard. Might be the pronunciation. It's definitely the pronunciation. Ray V fired. This is AI telling me how to pronounce it backwards phonetically. Driftveer is what? Driftveer? Driveveer? Well, that's a hard word. That's next level Dutch, man.
Okay, that's leveled up.
That's contract level
Okay.
language.
All right, then we'll try this one. Neska.
Buckstain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's my backwards Dutch on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's hard, man. It's hard if I hear it and have to do it. I got a few though. I'm pretty happy with that.
I know Dankjewel.
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 Love it, Knut. Backwards.
There you go. That was quick. That was great.
It's easier for me to think about it. Yeah.
Lekker, lekker.
Dankjewel. Yeah.
I know that when you get into a groove, you sing to yourself in the car. Is that right?
I do that. Yes.
What do you sing? What song?
Whatever's on my mind that day.
What are you feeling right now? What's on your playlist?
I've been listening to techno, so I'm just kind of bouncing in the car like. I don't sing it. I'm more like you know when a song is stuck in your head?
Yeah.
And you just have that little part of a song that's super cool.
But right now it's techno.
Man, I've been Queen in my head. I've had Tiesto, TLC, Waterfalls.
That would be. I feel like that would take you out of the mood.
It depends. Something has got to be. You got to be smooth as fast, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to be a little laid back. So it can go anyway. Whatever's in my mind, like whatever's stuck in my head, is what I sing in the car.
Cool.
You know Smurfs, right?
Yeah.
You know the team song.
Yeah.
That's the one I use to sing in go-karts. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Good thing I don't do it anymore.
That's right. Good.
I had a really high-pitched voice too.
What's next for you next year? Like, what do you think 2026 is going to look like, or what do you want it to be?
And I always want the next year to be better than the previous one, right? So, well, what's better than a second first? I want to get back on the top step of the podium and really contend. Maybe get a few more top 5s and finally break into that top 10 in the championship. Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck this weekend and with that next year.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to check out our full playlist and to subscribe to the channel for more racing content just like it. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.